How many media briefings must South Africans watch before our lives actually change? We don't eat speeches. We don't pay rent with promises. We don't survive on spin. ANC Secretary-General leads media briefing, what it really means for South Africa. Mzansi. Gather here quickly, because today we need to talk about another big ANC media briefing led by the Secretary-General, the same party that has mastered one thing better than service delivery, talking. The ANC Secretary-General stepped in front of cameras to address the nation, project unity, and show control. On the surface, it looked organized. Smart podiums, serious faces, official language. But South Africans know by now, the real story is never just what is said at the podium. It's what is being hidden behind it. And that's where we come in. The Secretary-General addressed the media on party matters, internal processes, governance issues, and the political direction of the ANC. The message was clear: the ANC wants to appear stable, disciplined, and still in charge despite growing pressure from voters, coalition politics, unemployment, crime, and service collapse. They spoke with confidence. They used polished language. They positioned themselves as the leaders of South Africa's future. But here's the problem. South Africans are no longer judging politicians by speeches. They are judging them by empty fridges, no jobs, load-shedding scars, broken roads, corruption cases, water cuts, crime in every township, youth with degrees sitting at home. That's the real press conference happening daily in the streets of Mzansi. This briefing wasn't just information. It was political strategy. The ANC understands that public frustration is rising. Trust is low. Elections changed the game. Coalition politics exposed weaknesses. Smaller parties now matter. Every public appearance is now about managing perception. This media briefing was about saying, we are still the main player. We are still organized. We are still relevant. Don't count us out. Because make no mistake, when a governing party spends more time defending itself than fixing the country, it means pressure is real. Let's be honest. Inside the ANC, there are always factions, camps, internal battles, succession plans, and strategic friendships. Publicly they say unity. Behind closed doors, it's chess. Who gets protected? Who gets blamed? Who gets promoted? Who gets sacrificed? Who is positioning for the next conference? That's why every word in these briefings matters. Sometimes the speech is not for citizens. Sometimes it's for rivals inside the party. Here's where citizens get angry. The ANC says it cares about the poor. But poverty is growing. They say youth matter. But youth unemployment remains a crisis. They say corruption must end. But scandals keep returning. They say local government must improve. But many municipalities are collapsing. They say they hear the people. But communities still protest just to get basic services. So the question becomes, are these briefings about solving problems or surviving politically? This is not just politics on TV. When leadership is distracted by internal games, ordinary people pay the price. While politicians hold microphones. Go-go waits for medicine at clinics. Small businesses close due to electricity problems. Young people send CVs with no reply. Taxi commuters risk their lives on damaged roads. Families live in fear of criminals. Ratepayers pay more for less service. That's why citizens are angry. Because elite political drama always lands on the backs of working people. This briefing also reflects a bigger truth about South Africa. We are a country with massive potential, trapped by weak accountability. We have talent. We have resources. We have entrepreneurs. We have young energy. But we also have a political culture where talking often replaces delivery. South Africans are not hopeless. They are tired. And there's a difference. Tired people start asking harder questions. Tired people vote differently. Tired people stop believing slogans. The old formula is fading. Press conference plus promises plus slogans equals no longer enough. People now want measurable results. Jobs created. Power stability. Safe streets. Functional schools. Water in taps. Honest leadership. Visible accountability. Not polished statements. Real outcomes. My people, don't let anyone gaslight you. If your life is harder than 5 years ago, your frustration is valid. If you feel leaders only appear when cameras are on, you're not imagining it. If you believe South Africa deserves better, you're right. This country belongs to citizens, not political brands. This ANC media briefing was less about answers and more about image control. It showed a party trying to project strength while many citizens experience weakness in daily life. It showed confidence on stage while doubt grows on the ground. And in 2026, South Africans are watching differently now. The question is no longer, what did they say? The question is, what have they done? Do you still trust ANC media briefings? Are these leaders fixing South Africa or protecting themselves? Can the ANC still turn things around, or is Mzansi ready for something new? Drop your views in the comments. Let's talk honestly. And if you want bold political breakdowns with no sugarcoating, hit like, share, and subscribe. We keep it real here.